Salutations, greetings, and many great hellos. This is Cottonmouth 255, the Spore Serpent, and I'm here again with what may be the final video recording session of Fossil Fighters Champions. Now, a lot happened in the previous recording session. I left on a bit of a cruel cliffhanger, and now I'm finally ready to continue the story. So, a brief recap so far. We defeated the BB Brigade, where Don Boneyard showed a suspicious knowledge of who I was and what I was. Then we beat Rupert's father and then Rupert himself in the Cagliostro Cup final. No thanks to me, of course. I accidentally selected the option for my Vivosaurs to battle all on their own. And then finally, at the climax, we found out that Joe Wildwest was in fact being possessed by the evil sorcerer Zonga Zonga, and he had held the Cagliostro Cup in hopes of finding a new majestic vessel, and because I won the Cagliostro Cup, I am, of course, supposed to be the new majestic vessel. But at the last moment, Don Boneyard and his B-Terra came soaring in to save me and Todd. So, yeah, now we're ready to find out how Fossil Fighters Champions really ends. Oh my goodness! It's Don Boneyard. That skull's talking and bouncing. Wait, I know you. You're Don Boneyard. But wait, maybe you're actually the skull of King Zonga Zonga. Okay, who are you? Are you crazy, Volantes? You think the skull is actually Joe Wildwest? Hey, Volantes, I think you are crazy. This guy can't possibly be Joe Wild... I'm afraid Volantes is right there, small fry. I really am Joe Wildwest. I reckon I know how crazy it sounds, but I need y'all to believe me. Especially you, Todd. How do you know my name? Probably the same reason he knew mine. 'Cause you told it to me. Remember 2 years ago after we battled that angry Allosaurus? Only Joe could know about that. It's Joe! It's really him! I used to dream about a place where fighters could dig up fossil rocks and battle to their heart's content. That's why I built this here Cagliostro Fossil Park. But just before the doors opened, I stumbled on the stone pyramid and decided to take a peek inside. That's when I found me a big stone chest and, well, I reckon y'all know the rest. The skull of that Zonga Zonga feller flew up and took over my body. And here I am, rolling around like a tumbleweed on the plains. But my body's got a few miles in it, so Zonga Zonga started looking for a new majestic vessel. He organized the Cagliostro Cup and summoned fighters from across the world. I knew I had to stop it, so I disguised myself as Don Boneyard and formed the Barebones Brigade. So the Barebones Brigade were all the good guys. It's kind of funny, actually. No wonder they weren't all that bad, as Pauline noted. But flying skulls weren't the only thing I found at the stone pyramid. I also tracked down some Boneysaurs. I took as many as I could find and gave them to the BB Brigade. And after that, we did everything we could to disrupt the cup. Of course, you didn't make it easy there, partners. Every time we got close, y'all pushed us back again. Aw heck, don't go apologizing now. Y'all were just doing what you thought was right. But I gotta admit, y'all have surprised me at every turn. I never reckoned to get beat by the small fry I rescued 2 years ago. Well, I wish we had time to sit around and jaw, but we don't. Old Zonga Zonga went to a lot of trouble to hold that cup, and he's going to want Volantes' body. He ain't gonna give up until he has it, so y'all need to vamoose from these islands right now. We should get out of here. Yeah, Joe's right. Let's head to Vivosaur Island. With Pauline and Pauline's grandfather. We'll join the Dig-a-Dig tribe. Wear those weird masks. Pass the time by hip-shaking and sledding on bug shells. I don't know. No, of course we can't. What, really? You're not leaving? Well, we got two options and they're essentially the same thing. If we want to fight Zonga Zonga, we gotta get Joe's body back. And if we want to get Joe's body back, we need to fight Zonga Zonga. Pick whichever one you want. I personally don't care. Aw, shucks, Volantes. I appreciate you saying that. I really do. But I'd feel terrible if something happened to you. Don't be a hero. Run while you still can. I don't want to sound like a chicken or anything, Volantes, but that's kind of what you are. Would you taste good dipped in barbecue sauce? We'll never know. He's a flying skull that can steal your body. Let's just leave, okay? Let's leave together. No. Sorry, Todd. Darn it, I'm worried about you. Don't you understand? Fine then, get your skull stolen. See if I care. Good riddance. You sure about this, Pard? You're risking an awful lot to help little old me. I owe ya more than you'll ever know. But I gotta tell ya, I don't have the first idea about how to beat this Zonga Zonga feller. I know them ancient folks managed to seal him up somehow, but I don't know how they did it. Aw, horse apples. I wish we knew someone around... I wish we had someone around that knew the history of these here islands. I'm sure a scatterbrained British paleontologist comes to mind when Joe Wildwest says that. Pretty sure we're all thinking of Professor Scatterly. How's that now? You say Professor Scatterly knows all about the history of these here islands? Well, heck, maybe he knows how to defeat Zonga Zonga then. Come on, let's go see Professor Scatterly right away. Joe's skull leaped into your pocket. It feels lumpy. Let's ride to the Cagliostro Museum and find Professor Scatterly. Let's go, Joe. Don Boneyard. Don Joe. So, everything actually looks rather normal. I imagine if you talk to some of the civilians around here, they'll say something normal. Huh. Okay, that's a weird bit of trivia. But here's a museum. Let's go talk with our old friend, Professor Scatterly. There are the 4 slablets all on display. Oh ho, welcome back, old bean. I hear you won the Cagliostro Cup. What? Capital job that. Truly a nice spot of work. Incidentally, what is the matter? You seem rather flustered. Good heavens, you claim that Zonga Zonga has taken over Joe's body, and the real Joe was pretending to be Don Boneyard this whole time? Oh ho 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 ho. Oh, but you are a wit, aren't you? You almost hit this old man there for a second. Sorry, buddy, I'm not joking. Ain't no joke, Professor. Take a look what happened to me. Good gravy, a skull that moves and talks. Well, this is simply fascinating. With this proof in front of me, it seems I've little choice but to believe your tale. Although if Zonga Zonga really has come back, I'm afraid it leaves us in a bit of a fix. Yes, quite. If he were to seize your body and reclaim his true powers, I say it would be a right terrible thing for this world. Look, Professor, we need to know how old Zonga Zonga was defeated the first time. How he was defeated? Oh my, oh dear me. I'm afraid I don't know. Hold a moment. Yes, if I were to investigate there. You have a plan, Professor? I say, it sounds like quite the commotion outside, eh what? Something must have happened. Come on, Volantes, we best go have ourselves a look. It still feels lumpy. Let's go, Professor. Don Joe. That's what I'm calling from now on, Don Joe. Hey, it's the Mammoth Vision. But since Don Joe is with us, that can only mean that One person could be on the other side of that screen. Yep, up on the top screen. Hello there, everyone. It's me, Joe Wildwest. I'm afraid I have some sad news about our champion, Volantes. I've learned that our champion is actually a member of the hated Barebones Brigade. Yes, it seems that Volantes has been running with them since the beginning. Also, Volantes has been rigging matches to be assured of victory. Our so-called champion is nothing but a fraud. This cheater is hiding out somewhere with all the other BB Brigade cronies. Hear me well, I want Volantes captured and brought to me. While that is a dirty lie indeed, and I'm quite offended by it, I have to admit I wouldn't mind being a part of the Barebones Brigade. They're pretty cool villains, and I've always wondered what it would be like to be a villain. Darn that Zonga Zonga. He's gonna trick other fighters into doing his dirty work. Yes, this is a situation most dire. I suggest the two of you make good your escape at once. Oh, too late. We're too late. We've been spotted. Stay yourselves now, my friends. That announcement was a lie. That's alright, Dig-a-Dig. We're on Volantes' side. Oh, thank goodness. We battled you in the cup, and we know you won by fair means. Oh, we can't be wasting time like this. We gotta gallop back to the BB Brigade base, and fast. Digga, it's Don Boneyard. What's he Digga doing here? I'll fill you in on the details later, kid. Right now, we gotta hurry. If they track down Volantes, the world's in a heap of trouble. I can't say I understand, but I will trust your judgment. Come, Pauline, we should go. Okay, Dig-a-Dig. Oh, heaven. It's a trap! Who knew the champ was actually a member of the BB Brigade? It's sad, really. Come on, little dude, just come with us and nobody has to get gnarly. This is bad. We're surrounded. There's 4 of us and 3 of them. Although Professor Scatterly isn't really a fossil fighter. Well, odds are equal anyway. What'll we Dig-a-do? Huh? What's this? It's a green blur. It's Todd. Run, you guys. Run now. I'll take care of these guys. So remember when I said I wanted to run because I was worried about you? Well, it's not quite true. I actually wanted to run because I was afraid. There's a surprise. I've run from a lot of things, you know. I just hang back and let you do all the hard stuff. Finally, he admits it. You were always so brave, Volantes. You took on everything, no matter how scary it was. And then Pauline took off her mask, and Rupert stood up to his father, and then I realized I was a coward. It made me ashamed. But I'm done running. No more fake stomach aches for me. You're my best friend, Volantes, and I'm gonna save you. Cutscene. Alright, looks like Todd finally found his backbone.